Coin's been on a roll, guys. We have been mentioning coin stock over the last few months, even around these $200 levels, mentioning that there's a lot of bullish momentum heating up. And we have seen just over the last few weeks, guys, this huge area of value, guys, that is just so abundant to technical traders. We are currently sitting here appearing to be having enough energy to get the bounce to move over this 444 high, which we did recently set 5 days ago, to continue this strong run. That being said, guys, my name is Dylan. Dylan's Trades. We're going to waste no time getting straight to this technical analysis breakdown. First, going over to the weekly analysis. We're on the weekly analysis, guys. And first and foremost, I want to congratulate to anyone who has been following these coin live price action updates that we have called the breakout, guys, around this, $260 level. As you have a beautiful cup and handle on the daily, guys, a strong downtrend led into this nice consolidation. The buyers rip it up, formulating this cup-like structure, entering a consolidation phase, guys. And we did get a momentarily false break over this handle structure, but it's still very, very live. And we're actually more bullish on this, being that this is one of those structures where smart money will typically pick up on. As once we drop back within this structure, we immediately started rejecting and respecting these levels, then holding above before breaking out. We mentioned how this strong wide bar is the candle that's going to give us this upside, guys, and it sure has, guys. Very impressive movement from coin. It has done exactly what we wanted it to do and some more. With that being said, guys, we have to establish that coin is currently trading right around that all-time high level. That sticks away right away. We flip over to the monthly analysis. Each one of these candlesticks represents 1 month. The highest coin has ever been is right around this 431.50 to 432 level. So we are trading right around that. Notice how stock price got right to that level, about 6% away from that, and then we rejected. Sorry, above it. A little bit of a false break over all-time high, guys, but we do have to establish that we have topped out right over here, so that stands away right away. Within the weekly perspective, guys, not really a whole lot to note. We see some strong body bars initiate after this bull flag breakout, after breaking this massive cup and handle once again. And since then, man, coin's just been a parabolic runner, one of the top stocks to watch in the stock market. Technically from a very technical stance, you are showing some rejection at these higher levels, pulling back, but we clearly see this ascending trend line, better seen on the daily, guys, and we're pulled exactly at this level. So we don't want to put too much merit into the weekly. As of now, we're seeing bulls and bears attempting to battle at this level. Notice that we have a lot of confluence here. We had one wick roughly in this area, one body roughly in this area, and then 2 more bodies roughly in this approximate location. So stock prices come down to this level looking for the bounce, and I do believe we'll get it, guys, but we'll continue to break into that and why in the other analysis. But as of now on the weekly, guys, we just look good. We look good. Within these parabolic runs, you want to be careful. I don't advise to short it unless you guys have some parabolic short, strategy. Some seasoned guys can pull it off. It is hard to short these kind of stocks. So on the weekly, man, we continue to remain bullish. And moving into the next few months, guys, we got to be bullish on coin. So coin is long-term bullish. Doesn't take a lot of brain power to formulate this bias. So now on the daily, this ascending trend line is staring us in the face, guys. What I like is that not only is this kind of, formulated with all these touch points, but this did coincide with these 2 wicks over here. And I like this setup. And we rip up big, we hold this level for once, twice, and then we get another candle touch within this big wide bar, guys. A lot of measurement points in this area, and it continued to rise. So a very strong ascending, trend line that has been picked up for around 10 to 11 days of just the last 25 trading. So we're pulled back at this level now. This is a very key moment for coin. This is very, very crucial. We've got a very key level, guys, that's staring us in the face. We do want to add on the chart. Right, as you see a bunch of rejection within this rough area, a ton of focal points, guys. And this does coincide with the last 3 trading days. 1 wick, right? And then the current low of days right at this level. So we will go mark that up, guys. If we break this level, not only are we breaking this confluence zone, but this is right at this ascending trend line. So a break below this 392.25, guys, we're likely to drop a pretty significant amount. I would say likely down to this 370 levels, perhaps a little bit lower, until ultimately likely making a comeback. But I don't think we'll do that, guys. We're sitting right on this ascending trend line, which we will make a little bit thicker. I mean, we're right on that, guys. And this is such a strong marker point, as this did formulate this beautiful pennant structure where stock price gets very, very tight in a consolidation after a very impressive movement from the bulls. And this is just a pause for these upper levels. I did take a trade on this, guys. This is a textbook setup. So As of now, within these regions, seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red candles pulling back to this level. Sellers have been taking their way within the stock, but you do got to believe we're going to flip red to green and have that bounce here, especially seeing that we've had 1 and 2, 3 wicks slowly crescendoing higher. So we're seeing a crescendo action and a very bullish behavior on the daily. Despite seeing some sell-off within the last 5 days, rejecting all-time highs, we are very, very bullish here, guys. And this is the spot where you don't want to be intimidated by a few red candles. On the hourly analysis, guys, I do have this resistance marked up as I was looking for a trade on coin today, but we ended up rejecting this major level. So keep an eye on this, guys, for the short term. Around that 405 to that $403 zone. It's been a pretty crucial area, especially in the short term. Once broken above that, guys, this is likely the confirmation over these levels, right? Once again, that 404, 403 level that we're gonna pull back within this nice tight channel, coming to this ascending support, and then we get the upside. This is the last short-term resistance, but as far as an hourly perspective, guys, we see how strong this ascending support is. Once again, really love how these touch points initiated down here. It just really adds brownie points, and just is one of those secret things that you'll pick up on as the more you trade. I know our seasoned guys are going to know this, right? Just makes that trend that much more strong. So we've seen a lot of touch points, a lot of respect within this level. And as of now, it does appear we're bouncing off this. And what's nice about these kind of setups, guys, is that we have one of these strong support levels, being this one we just marked up, exactly at the bottom of this ascending support. So we have a double padded support, very high probability of bouncing here. And if we do break $392.26, guys, it's not a mystery where we'll go, right? We should be able to drop. So we're in a pretty, sensitive spot where, yeah, if we do, drop another $5 and confirm under this level and really stay under here for a measurement of time, this is going to lead to a sharp drop. But as of now, from a technical aspect, it only shows the signs that we're going to get this strong breakout. So that is what we look like on the hourly, guys. Of course, coin is a Bitcoin mining stock, a crypto mining stock. So we have to analyze Bitcoin, guys. And this is one I'm keeping an eye on. If you guys have been following the channel, we're really, really good with our Bitcoin reads. We mentioned the breakout. We're going to get to 100K. We said that on the channel around this 86K market point. We did it with breeze. We mentioned the breakout on this candle over here. We pushed from 110 to 123K. In 4 or 5 days. Not to, give ourselves too much of a pat on the back, but Bitcoin is one of our strongest reads. And as of now, guys, we're doing it again. We're formulating a strong movement up into this very, very tight channel, guys. And we only have max about 5 to 6 trading days for us to get to the end where something has to happen. And, we've seen these structures happen time and time again, right? And this is just a very common thing for Bitcoin at this point. If you guys follow our MicroStrategy updates, we mentioned over here that we're almost inevitably going to form another one of these flags, guys, the pennant. And that's what we did. So, as of now, it's very textbook. It's a pause after a very strong, meaningful movement that is the inflection point. And I do believe, guys, this is a nice, tight consolidation to get us to these upper levels and to continue higher. Whoops, kind of drew that sloppy. But you guys get the point. I really do believe that Bitcoin is just giving us a layup here. I think anything over these $120,000 level, we're likely to push to 125K like that. Ultimately, probably pushing within the next week or two after that to, 130, 135K, these upper levels. So Bitcoin looks, it's in its spot where, yes, if we do drop below all these massive wicks, which is the bottom of this pennant structure, having about 20 days where the buyers have defended these levels. We break below this, guys, we can see short-term downside, but historically, Bitcoin always uses these structures, especially in this context when we're mega, mega bullish in a very incredible, euphoric time. I'd say about 80%, if not more, of these durations lead to the next movement up. So I am watching Bitcoin here, guys, for a trade over 120K with some strong oomph over that level. Should be lights out, really just helping coin to, see this 440 high once again. So with that being said, guys, there is a lot going on, some things to keep in note, but, despite seeing coin have some sell-off within the last 5 days, we do believe pulling back to this area value strong with these wicks, we are expecting the bounce, right? Once again, setting to the hourly, we see a strong support level coinciding with the ascending trend line being the double padded support, which you always like to mention on the channel, guys. This just adds more fuel to the fires. You have not only one strong data level, but we have two. So no surprise, guys, if we break 392.26 strong, we should be having a pretty sizable dip. And if that does happen, guys, I do suspect Bitcoin will confirm below this pennant structure, right? Really below that 116 116, 500,000. We will mark that up as well. So with that being said, guys, coin remains very, very bullish within the long term, but in the short term, we do remain very bullish as well, right? But there is a little bit of, the buyers that step up, do their job, and get the full lift off here. But there's a lot of upside if we do bounce here. If you found any value within the video today, guys, consider dropping a like, a sub, all that. I really appreciate you guys tuning into this point of the video. We will continue to cover coin 1 to 2 times per week if you guys enjoy these kind of videos. So if you want to see more, like, subscribe, all that, man. Appreciate you guys. Have a good day. Take care. Trade smart.